to Marietta with the Tigers against the Warriors in front of a raucous crowd as both teams were looking for win number 2 on the season. Moving to late in the first quarter, the loose ball is tracked down by Braden Clogger, who gives it up to Zayden Whittakin for the open 3, and he knocks it down. Marietta trails 6-5. Over a minute left in the first, now 9-7 Tigers. Julian Stadelman pulls up for a three-pointer of his own, and he drills it. That puts Warren up by 1. A few plays later, Trey Hawkins is going to pass to Seth Britton, who gives it up to Braden Jones for the corner 3, and that's nothing but net. Marietta takes back the lead at 12-10. Under a minute to go in the quarter, Colin Anthony on the inbound. He finds Julian Stadelman, who drives past his defender and finishes with the layup. Warren up 2 after 1. Second quarter, check out this move from Zayden Whittakin. It's a double crossover, step back, then a pull-up 3 that rattles in. What a play as the Tigers lead it by 4. Moments later, Stadelman on the drive. He finds Chase Lapardis for 2. However, it's Marietta coming away with a 62-56 win over Warren.